Hello and welcome to Jurassic Park. I mean SOVL. Definitely SOVL. SOVL is a turn-based strategy game featuring fantastical armies. So as you'll see in this one, you get dinosaur men or hordes of undead, things like that. So it's based largely around the kind of tabletop games you may be familiar with. So I think Warhammer, Warhammer Fantasy. If you don't know those, then you'll pick it up very quickly. It's very straightforward and you'll grasp the mechanics as we go along. So as you've seen from the title and thumbnail, we'll be playing the Reptilian Kingdoms, specifically the Saurian Warlord this time around. We're going for pretty much as far as I can go in the opposite direction of our previous build. We're not going to go, that was a horde of endless undead. We're going to go monsters. As many big nasty things as we could possibly field, the bigger the better. So the Saurian Warlord is pretty much one of the biggest lords you can get, maybe only second to the Minotaur Lord of the Goatmen, but he can become massive and then we can get monsters to accompany him. We're playing on the max difficulty because that's just where most of the fun is. That's how we'll be running it. So come to our starting selection of units. Now the Saurian Warlord comes with a unit of basic Saurian. I can't do anything about that, so we'll just pick the largest things we can for the second and third choice. For our second choice, I had to flick through our options. The biggest thing we can get are the Raptor Riders, so dinosaur men atop what the equivalent would be a Utah Raptor, or maybe even bigger. And then for our second choice, very straightforward, the largest thing we can possibly get is the Triceratops. That's a no-brainer. There's our as big as possible for the start army. Go into Act 1. So as we go through the campaign, we'll be moving left to right, going through these battles, trying to amass strength while we fight our way through the enemy. You get gold for taking battles and XP for your guys to level up. You can spend gold in the shops to get more units, which will all be big monsters if we have our way, and you can also get more strength as you run through. So our options, we can come up or down. The southern path allows us to basically put us through a whole load of random events, which are fun, but not really great for your consistent value, and I kind of want a lot of strength. So we'll go up the top path, which we can get 3 fights and a bunch more fights. We can take a rest, and in exchange for taking the rest, we get an elite, as opposed to having to go through the random event. So we lose the random event, but we still get the XP, so maybe we'll do this. We take, basically that's maximum possible XP, we skip all the random events. To make up for that, I'll be doing a run later in the future that has it's random event centric. So with my future campaigns, we would be going down here and fishing for as many of these question marks as possible. We'll probably see 1 or 2 in the next act, so we'll get some element of randomness. But for now, I want to go with the guaranteed value. Roaming brigands. Or lunch for their alternative title. So there'll be a unit of archers perched somewhere back here, probably here, right to speculate. So I guess what I'd like to do is shove my I could put my Raptor Riders dead in the center, then whatever side they pop out on, they can just rush forward and hit them. And then maybe you there and you there. If there are archers there, they'll shoot the Triceratops, which is great. It's basically immune to their damage output. Other than that side, fine, you can just go over that way. Shame that means you're on the wrong side. I'd rather you be there. They're going to start coming forward. Who would I want to charge those? Well, realistically, can I get there without... I don't want to be in the blue zone of the swordsman here, otherwise they can charge me. So I need to see if I can wiggle around them and get there and start hitting. I can't do it this turn, but I'll be able to do it next turn, so let's just buy a bit of time with this unit then. That's the range of the archers. They can hit everything they want, so we're not getting out of the way. Just move forward for now. So they get 10 archers, takes 10 shotters, 3 hits, and then one of the warriors get flinked there. Have you start stomping forward. The skinks on top there have a howler crew of smaller lizards riding the big one, so can't shoot anything yet, but we'll get in range later. And then the riders will get in a position to charge that unit later. If I'm greedy, what I can do is maybe position in such a way that I can get a flank on them, so I'll wait for this unit to move and then fire them up there and get them into the side. May result in us taking a volley of arrow fire, so be it. Nothing to charge yet. They moved first. I'm going to move the warriors first because I want to try and draw their attention, or rather I want the archers to shoot this rather than the riders. I need the riders at full strength. Thank you. All saves. There you go. We're quite tough, high defense. So they've now wasted the swordsman move, so I can just do this, and there's nothing that can stop me. Straight into the flank of the archers. Now we can be seen, but fortunately it doesn't matter with archer units. I'll show you why in a moment. Triceratops continues to make its way over here to eventually catch the swordsman. So, lizarding our way into the side. Clever girls. They've now got to make a choice. They go for the Triceratops or our unit here. We choose to go that way, which is fine. Eventually I'm going to catch them in the back with one of these two units. I can, so the Saurian Warlord here has a party trick where you can use War Cry to increase everyone's strength. So do I need, for this one, we're strength 4. We'll go up to strength 5 on the charge because you see hand weapon and shields +1 power. Power on the strength, and then their defense 3. So I will use it, because that'll mean they're power 6, which is 3 or more greater than the enemy defense, which means we kill them as effectively as possible. It will change their saving throw. Fire an arrow, ballista crew at the swordsman there, just get out of the way because we can charge them later. There we go. So we get 5 hits, 2 attacks each instead of them, and we kill 4. The 2 in contact get to fight back. They hit me once, they do no damage, so they lose by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a flank. Then they have to roll a discipline check because they lost combat, which they fail and run. Cavalry, of course, being a hard counter to archers, so you want to get them onto them as fast as possible. And now I can just continue to charge them off the field. You're going to be a headache about this. No, we're just making it annoying for... Can't quite get to his back arc there. Nope, next turn. Tell you what I'll do this. There you go. You now have to turn and face one. I could charge it in the side, but I'm waiting to get the back one because then they can't hit you at all. I'm in no rush. We need to kill this unit anyway. Just going to hold the spacebar to speed through this. We only got 2 this time. It's a bit poor. They still run away anyway. Lizards riding lizards is quite intimidating. Archers want nothing to do with it. They choose to face that. That means they're going to get recharged by this unit. I'm happy just to skip the rest. Could have shot there, but who cares? Intercept. So they charged us, but because you hit them in either the back or side, they get intercepted. So they just get stuck in place. If they hold on, then you can charge them. We go get to see our Saurian Warlord fight. He gets 3 attacks. Being on 3s because he has better skill, and then power 5 is pretty good. He kills all. Oh no, he got the one, so he kills 2. And the unit gets 6 hits. Killing another 5. Excellent. So that's 7 casualties plus a rear charge, winning by 8. You can't roll a 0 on 2 dice. They've broken. All enemies are either dead or broken. Congrats, we've won. Plus 1 Saurian Warrior to an arrow. Everyone gets XP. If you took a lot of casualties, you get a bit of passive healing. Not in this case. And then you're given a choice between either resting or taking gold. Our units are... I mean, I guess I could rest that one to sort of full strength-ish. That's okay. And then take gold on these 2. That's, there you go. They can stretch a maximum of 6 across. So that's the... Yeah, thinking that's good for damage output. That's how we want it. Tell you what, I think what we'll do... More Soul Block is a bit... But what I'm actually going to be cheeky here. Anyone who's familiar with my channel name may know that the origin... But actually, it's very fitting in the... There you go. If you don't know why that doesn't make sense, then you can look it up, and I'll rename these to... Like so. There you go. That's for those who know. This will make obvious sense, and for those not, the wonders of Google will save you. I won't give it away. Extra credit for anyone who can tell me what the theme I used for the opening was. Not Jurassic Park this time. It will be dinosaur related. Near and dear to my heart as dinosaur things go. Again, there'll be a fast unit of wolves that are going to come careening down one of these flanks. So I'm just going to put these here. In fact, if you hold the shift key, you can twist units as you deploy them. So I'm just going to put them against the side so the wolves have to come nice and far forward so that my raptor riders can then jump on them and kill them regardless of where they put themselves. Yeah, on that side, so they'll come down here and then I can raptor rider them. Start making your way to the centre. Look at that. I'm going to stall. I'm going to use this unit first, forcing the wolves to move. So I now know where they are, allowing me to easily outposition them. With the unit of... I just need to be a bit careful though, because I need to get to there. I can see them through the woods, I would presume. Maybe not actually need to position well here. If I go straight sideways. The Crucial thing for me is I need to be able to draw a line of sight, and I don't know if they're actually touching the woods. If they're touching it, I can see into it, we're fine. If not, this might get a bit messy. I can clearly get to them, but I don't know if that... Obviously, the light I'd shoot through there. If I just go back a bit and twist, so that it counts as being... I don't know if that works. How precocious is the game going to be about this, do you think? Surely that'll work, so that I can just twist until... Yeah, line of sight's definitely in them now. So I can see them, they can't see me, so I can get a charge there. Using the X key and the C key gives away what you can see and the enemy can see. Yeah, there we go. They want to charge me, they can't because I flanked them. That's that unit dealt with. It doesn't come back to bite me because they failed to counteract the riders, so I'm just going to move these up. Eventually we'll get you into position. The riders are going to instantly kill the wolves, so I'll have both of these units round on the skeleton warriors. I don't need help there to kill them, I'll save my power. And you're going to start kiting the zombies because you're faster. And also while constantly shooting them as well. They're only defense 3, so we can... Even the somewhat woeful shooting of the mighty thunderer there can get through. We hit 5 times, there's only 5 of them. We kill 3, and then they chomp back. They do no damage. They have terrible discipline, so they should just run away. Counterintuitively in these early battles, putting your cavalry in the centre and not on the flanks is the best way to go. I think, well, cavalry usually go on the flanks of armies and go around. No, you can just stick them there. So what we'd love to do with this unit is get one in the back and one on the side. Question for me becomes, will I be able to do that? You can easily get to the side because you can get to there. You won't get entirely out of their way, but you can reach that and get to the side. But what I need to see first is if I can get this unit to the side is more important. What I can do instead is I can just take 2, so I can put one on the side and one on the other side. So I'll take a bit of damage to them being able to fight back, but not enough to be concerned. We're definitely the majority in that flank, so that's okay. As long as you're the majority there, you're alright. You continue to pick away at zombies. Would help if you actually landed shots. Undead are a hassle because unlike other units, they don't ever run away. They have effectively infinite discipline, reanimated, so you have to go through the rigmarole of slowly but surely killing every single one of them in a fight. Now skeletons are defense 3, so I'll use Warcry. Chakaks here gonna increase the strength of everyone to power 6 on the charge. It's gonna help us get through them in one turn. Continue to bully the poor zombies. Yeah. Chakaks kills 2. I resisted the urge to say I kill 2. That would be a bit weird. Our character kills 2. They hit back, they get 3 attacks because there's 3 touches. So they get to hit us twice, doing nothing. Excellent. Our Raptor Riders hit a bunch of times. Kill a few more. They get to hit back. They only hit once and I've got 2 wounds, so even if I fail, I'm still alive with 1 wound. They lose, but they don't run away, they just crumble, so they lose 1 to 3 extra guys. There's 2 left. The Triceratops shoot and scoot. He's already a third of the way there. Yeah, with superior speed and a ranged option, you never have to engage melee units. Gonna finish off the last 2, there you go. Everything else here is academic. Except for the fact it killed one of us, what a pest. Oh, okay, that would have been even more annoying, but I'm happy to lose a Saurus Warrior. Saurian. Sorry, trademark. So you can, I'm going to keep inflicting casualties because as you do, the enemy's morale decreases. I suspect at the end of this turn they're just going to give up, or they'll move to routing. Yeah, and now, once you can see this, routing this turn, regardless of what happens, the battle's over at the end of this phase. So, just skip everything and go through to end, and then it'll be your victory. So 1 cheeky skeleton scrape to kill, oh well done. And we have enough to level up guys, so our Jaguar Rider's leveled. Interesting, okay, so unit size as you get more of them, so what do you think? Skill is you go up to skill 3 to skill 4, which matters when you're trying to hit things. The higher your skill, the easier it is to land hits. And Salamander Estic's caught in regeneration, so if you did sustain any wounds, like 1 or 2, you would regenerate 1 and go back up to full. That's pretty cool, and I rather like it. The aspects are the unique element of the Reptilian Kingdom, so I'll lean into the aspect play. Triceratops leveled. Obviously, you would have much rather got that one for this one, but never mind. I think I'll take... I mean, with his high strength, poison attacks are pretty cool because the enemy get bad saves anyway, so yeah, I'll give you Serpent aspect. I think technically the best choice would be Looter, but no, this is more interesting. You're full HP, you're full HP. You could take the heal again. I don't really need you to for now. You're fine at that size. Yeah, I mean, you get the extra, that's okay. More roaming brigands, more humans, just a warm up. Again, there's a unit of archers tucked away somewhere. I'd love for the raptor riders to be kind of on them, but I'm not sure where they'll deploy. This time I'll put the Triceratops in front of wherever, so they can't. They've got to be on one of these flanks. The Triceratops or the raptor riders are going to catch them. They're on that 5 unit. Top did. I'm going to go make sure they go first though, because then I get a... How far can I reach them? I can't reach them this turn, but I will if they move forward. Unfortunately, they're not going to because they have enough range to catch us already, so it's pointless. Oh well. Just start coming over there. How do I get around you? Well, I guess one unit can go around that way while the other one just holds their attention. Oh, they're shooting the warriors. Yeah, it's annoying. I'd rather you targeted that. And then fire up there. Next turn I'll be able to get into, I presume, the side arc and hit them in the side. They'll shoot the Triceratops next, who's tough as now, so we don't have to worry about it. I guess I could put them in the side and sod it. They get they get an amazing hit roll, hit on 5s and get 6 hits, but because I'm defense 7 and the enemy are only power 3 with their longbows, I get to save on 2+, so only the rolls of a 1 will hurt me. I did roll double 1 anyway. Okay, great. So we get to there and then turn so we can see them. Yeah, that's definitely a side charge. Might as well shoot them and do a bit of damage. And here, they've moved already, so eventually I'll force you to make a choice. I'll start getting you ready to come around this way. So you might be able to slip by their side that direction. Safe. When you have 2 units and the enemy has 1, they can't stop you from eventually out-positioning them. Get stuck in. Forward, so I think they've just given this back unit a rear charge. See how far I can get. Forward close. Is that, if I just go straight, would it be easier? About 7.8 instead. I hit the wall. 7.7-ish. The wall. That's pretty much as far as I can go. That'll have to do. Don't need any help over there with Warcry, so I'll just back you off a touch. Here we go. So I have Horn, so I get +1 power and +1 attack on the charge to go up to 5. We have equal skills, so I hit on 4s. Get good hits, and then I have 3 or more. Yes, that's great. So I have 3 or more power in their defense, so I get... They can only save in 6s, and if they do roll a 6, they're forced to reroll because we've slathered toxin and poison all over the horns of our Triceratops. Don't take any damage back because we're too tough. They'll break, and because I have better movement than them, I can just chain charge them. With our high power on the charge, very unlikely that anything ever survives getting run into by us. Not so if I ran it straight into a big unit of swordsmen, they would probably hold, but otherwise everything else is going to be in a lot of trouble. We'll use Jackax's Warcry ability this time, lay into them, go up to power 6. And then over here, they rolled a 6, but they're forced to try again and they fail, so they'd have to roll double 6, or effectively they'd only have a 1 in 36 chance of ever saving a wound. Over here, Jackax eats 1. The unit does pathetically, it only hits twice and kills 2, so they might hold on. No, they still break him up. Cowardly swordsman. XP. Enough levels to level our character in the Temple Guard. Okay, so Raptor aspect, he does lethal hits, skill or wounds. Raptor aspect is amazing. This is the reason why, in terms of sheer damage output, Saurian Warlord is deep in the running for #1 melee lord. He's probably the best. Again, only for sheer number of 1 wound infantry you can kill, the Minotaur Lord's probably better, but for killing bigger things, monsters, cavalry, things like that, this makes the more it's the Saurian Warlord, basically number 1. He does amazing damage. And his accompanying friends have their own raptor aspect, serpent aspect, so you can go durability, poison or damage. Less useful than on the Triceratops, because you don't quite have the hitting power they get. Well, if you use Warcry, you can usually supplement. You can make yourself tougher or give yourself also raptor aspect. I can give them both raptor aspect and turn them into a true anti-monster unit and just have them kill stuff they run into. That's kind of cool. I think technically I guess turtle aspect would be the best because they're predominantly a defensive unit, but I like the killing power. There you go, we are raptors, well and truly. We get a free 1 wound back on the Triceratops because you get 1, so we're basically fine. They're full HP. Do I want extra? No, I'd rather gold because we're just about to go into our first shop. So I'll take all the cash I can. Have a look at what's in the armory. Excellent, we immediately have a big monster. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So pick up a Tyrannosaur, it's the cheaper unit, so perfect. Okay, and then we get some upgrades. I could actually afford the riders, but I prefer to upgrade a couple things first. Doomjaw here is definitely going to take the plate barding because it moves him from defense 5 to defense 6, which is a crucial breakpoint. Makes him very tough. Other things I can buy, I can buy Curse Stand and the Banner of Fury for these, which is an amazing increase. How much does that cost? 100, 100, and then I'd like to buy that. 135, 100. I can buy basically everything I want, but I have to forego the power upgrade on Chakax, which I think is reasonable because these units need more help than the guy on the Tyrannosaur, for crying out loud. So we'll buff up your damage output. 92 left. Well, I could go, what was that, 60? Leaving me with... If I bought this, I'd be left with 32, which isn't enough to do either of them. So I like the speed and I'd like the extra shots for the Triceratops. I think that's more important. We can strengthen you later. Oh, I can get you a great weapon. Okay, yeah, fine. That's a good compromise. Increases power. That's actually more effective than buying the... because it's +1 power always and then plus an extra on the charge, so it's better than having the 50-point magic item. But yeah, he's flat 6 and we'll go up to 7. And his accompanying friend here, Doomjaw. Oh, what was the name of... I'm trying to recall the name of Crocgar's Carnosaur that he rode around on. I think it was Grimlock. No. That's the... I think I'm confused by the Transformer. For now, I just named you this. There you go, that's more fitting. Welcome to the jungles of Lustria, and while I'm at it, why not also do this? Mighty Thunder is not bad, but I think we can do better. There isn't... Oh, there is one named one, the one that Mazda Mundi, the Slam HP, obviously rode around on, but I don't remember, so I'm just going to call him. We can't get Slan, and this one face we call him. We'll go with the generic name. Maybe you're a Stegodon now. I won't rename them yet until they do something impressive. Can you tell what army I play in Warhammer Fantasy? Maybe I'm giving it away. For anyone who hasn't caught, of course, I'm leaving some of the audience behind. These are all names for Warhammer Fantasy battle units that obviously I own and field and play with. Orcs, we go up against Orcs, they're going first. Okay, I'll stick one of you down the flank to smash down there. One of you, well, I'll probably put you there, and then you there and you there. So 2 chariots to deal with. Annoyingly, all our fast stuff is over there, so you're going to be a bit difficult to counteract. That's not very good positioning. I might be able to... How fast are you? 13. 13's pretty good. I can go straight into their side, but I need to wait to see where that moves first. So start moving you over here first. Nice and fast, our banner of swiftness. Okay. Do you want to be charged by a chariot? It'd kind of be annoying. They do hit pretty hard when they charge. I get 6 shots now, which is cool. Do 2 wounds. I might be able to just shoot it to death, actually, if I buy enough time. Chariots hit really hard on the turn they charge specifically, so if you have any say in the matter, try and keep them out of it. Safe there, just about. And then, unfortunately, that one has seen me anyway, so I'm not going to be avoiding this. Find unit charge. Well, no, actually, it's fine because he can't draw a straight line from his centre to my centre. He's stuck behind his own ally, I think. I don't know if they'll legally be able to declare that charge, so let's just stand here. Good, I know where they've landed, so I can easily see where you can get to. Yeah, straight to the side of that Orc Warrior unit. There you go, Chekax. Oh, he can, that was him. Really, did I somehow... I could flee, but that would be insane. Just let it charge you, you'll probably win anyway. You'll take pretty nasty damage on the first turn, but otherwise, you'll be alright. About there, that's not too concerning. Do you want to use this ability now? I'm power 5, 6. I got up to 6 on the charge, which is good enough, and then your power 7. Let's just save it when I deal with the tougher block. You're after those, you're never going to catch them. I don't want you to be, you can actually be killed pretty effectively by the Orc Warrior, so I'm going to keep you out of it. You over there, you could probably, if you wanted to, charge that unit in the side. Yeah, use your curse standard and lay into them. You are a bit stuck because I don't want you fighting these really. I'd like you to come over there and deal with that. These are going to break and get out of the way, so I'll just have you stand there for a turn. Over here, so it gets to hit me, it gets 2 hits, and it's up to power 7 on the charge because it's what? 4 base, 5 for the hand weapon, 6, 7 for crushing charge. So it's equal though, so still it's 7 4 plus. I take 1 wound. Hit back twice. Do no wounds, so they're going to win, but I'm Fearless Discipline 9, so unless I'm incredibly unlucky, I'll stand there, and now they'll be wounding on target, like 2-up save or something. Jackaxe kills 3, Dinosaur kills 3, there you go, they're sharing the load. Can't roll a 0, they're gone. Are they going to rally? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to charge them yet, I'll give them a chance to run away on their own. Forward you inch. Oh, I chose not to take that charge. Okay, fine. Something more beneficial will come up later. Like they could just give me the flank anyway, apparently. So what I'd really like to do is wait and see. I need to use another unit to see if they rally. If they don't, then I can send the Tyrannosaur into this. If they do, tell you what, I'll do this. If they do rally, I'll put the riders into their back. They do rally, so you can go kill them, and that leaves you free to come over here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get there because of this blasted wood I'm standing in. It's slowing all of my movement down. Can't quite reach them yet. But next turn. I do worse than on the turn they charged me. They did 2 wounds because they rolled double 1. We are eventually going to win. Turn a bit. Can I escape that and still get to your side? It's going to be difficult. Again, there's another silly wood in the way that's going to cost me. No, I can easily get there. Very fast. You'll lock onto that unit now. You can just kind of run around and distract them. You don't have to care about the charge zone of the chariot because it's going to be dead in a second. Or rather, it's going to get locked in combat. Over here, 3 hits. No ones this turn. They roll double 6 and into another. Say they did the whole 1 in 36 chance I was describing. So it breaks and goes off the field. The Raptor Riders, the clever girls, back into combat. Charge me there, but we can intercept them. Dinosaur enjoys a delicious swine buffet. Just get out of the way. Do I want to use this turn? What am I saving it for? I guess when I fight that. Oh, I'm going to win anyway. Just kill both of these. Give them a bit more strength. Come around. Come help me with this. Yeah, with 20 Orc Warriors, I'd probably want something to hit them in the back. I do roll another one, and I don't get a single hit. That's tragic. Why are you losing wounds to a chariot? To be fair, we are kind of in function. Oh, yeah. Jackaxe has Raptor aspect, so he does double wounds. He just did 4 wounds in effect and instant killed it. And the Tyrannosaurus does another 5, just to be mean. I take no damage in return. Power 8 on the charge. That's because of Fangs and Warcry. Could have you go kill that. Yeah, let's just go save up or Triceratopses. Stegodon struggling. Going forward, can I slip this unit into the back? Probably not because this silly wood is in the way slowing me down. No, I can easily get there. Alright. They're going to get charged there anyway, so just turn and face. If they hold on, you can charge them again later. 2 wounds from Jackaxe. No damage to the Triceratops. And now it's dead. Again, Carnosaur just pitching in for moral support. So with 1 unit left, the enemy thinks they have a 50-50 chance of winning this today. Their morale hasn't really moved that much. They're going to charge them anyway, so just skip the rest. You're not going to participate past this point. Poor hits. Only do 2 wounds. They'll almost certainly hold because they get extra discipline from their extra ranks. So now I get to use a bunch of Raptor Riders. I will kill them in exchange as they get recharged. So I have my Curse Down and the Banner of Fury, so I've got 2 attacks each for the front rank, and I'll be power 6. Without any help, normally I'd now War Cry, which would put them up to power like 7, which is great. Oh, now you hit well. Too little, too late. I do lose one. I saw that coming. That's easily enough to win. And if you break an enemy unit when you've surrounded it on 2 ends, they don't get to run away. They're just completely surrounded and annihilated. So all gone. Some choices to make. Do I want some heals? They only get 1 to 2 back, so yeah, I'm going to make you full strength. The Triceratops I probably won't bother because you're strong enough such that 4 wounds is effectively good. You'll take out, so I will put a few more on you though, because oh, okay, I tended to heal that one. Never mind. We're playing it on hard mode. We're taking the gold. Here, we'll take that, and then I'll make a choice between either this path or this path. Probably the southern one. So mining crew. Alright, so they've got some crossbows at the back I can run onto. And so they have explosive charges, so annoyingly they throw grenades. They do 2 wounds, which is a shame. I'm not getting to show off Salamander aspect at all here. It's kind of annoying. 17 movement's pretty good. Can I get far enough to charge them this turn? I can, but it would be... Oh, maybe if I angle it a bit, I can get a side charge. Drag the box there. Okay, I end up touching the... If I can just get to there and then shift ever so slightly, we can get past the terrain. Not there. Come on, just let me through. No, still. There, I'm through there. It's about as good as I can do. So I can see them, and that's probably a majority. I think that's in the side. Worth a try. And then these units, I could charge them head on. I mean, I could just wait for them to give me beneficial flanks later. Okay, who can get... Again, this stupid wood is in a really good position to be in my way. Can't quite get to their flank. What if I just went straight through it? No, it's... Yeah, otherwise I'd easily be able to get to here and hit them in the side, but not this turn. I could probably just wait for them to come marching up to me. In fact, that is what I'm going to do, because they're tragically slow. I'm going to have you charge that one on the flank, and you charge this one on the flank. So let's kind of crisscross you a bit here. I'm going to move you to this side, which will make it easier for you to kind of pounce on them in that direction later. Oh, I just thought of a name for the... there's a much better name for the Carnosaur there. That's an actual name. Oh, it is a front. Okay, suck it up. Before they come, well, you can easily kill those if you wanted. In fact, I'm a bit worried actually that you're not going to win that fight, so I'm going to send these up here to go help if they need it, because this is easily taken care of. Okay, they've done exactly what I wanted. You can hit that one in the side. You can hit this one in the side. And you might as well take a shot while you have the chance. That one, because you have worse damage output than the Lord and Tyrannosaur combined. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. So I took a wound, but because I have Salamander aspect, I just heal it for free anyway, so no damage to me. But then attrition-wise, this is actually not going to go my way. I think eventually they punch me out. If they charge me there, I can intercept them. Complete the crisscross. I'm going to use Warcry this turn, definitely, because they need the help. They go down to power 4 without it, and the enemy's got too good a save. And next turn, you'll get to their flank. Great hits. I kill 3, though. I do, unfortunately, I can only heal 1 wound. If I lose a model outright, I do lose a rider. Yeah. 3 hits, not bad. And then 6s, re-rolling the 6s, so 3. Only 1s. And by 4, I'm hopeful they break. They do. That's going to be because they're quite an annoying unit for you to get stuck with. Here, just need more attacks on. Shakax hit. Because his attack, his quality of his attacks is amazing. He does great damage, but just needs more of them. They do a wound, but monsters heal 1 for free every time anyway. I'm going to have you charge and kill that one. I'm not going to charge that one because I can shoot at them instead. And if they rally, I can then charge them anyway. They do because they've got great morale. They're basically guaranteed to do so. You walk up here so you can get to the side of that unit and relieve our Raptor Riders. Close range shots, so you get, if you're within half, it's close, so hitting on 4+ rather than 5+. And the 6s, the poison counts for shooting as well. They put all the poison on the arrows, so yet their 2 6s became fails and ended up failing both, so they take 2 casualties. Over here, 3, kill another one. Unless you roll double one, I'm okay, got away with it. They break this turn, okay, so you need to be bothered, Saurus Warriors. Just a bit of cardio for you. On your left. And not enough to hold on. Just keep chewing on dwarves. What does dwarf taste like, do you think? Probably quite tough and leathery. Have our monsters clean this up, as is befitting of this run. They may hold, so let's have the Raptor Riders there first. Round. Oh, it's just. I think. Oh, that's just a bit of tree or something. The rock is here. No, that's all terrain. That's what I'm stuck on over and over again. Next turn. Yeah, kill another 2, and I'm guessing the Tyrannosaur can finish them off. Yeah, he's got. For a start, it has a much better damage output than Triceratops, but not quite as much defense, which is a fair trade, honestly. I think I prefer the damage output relative to anything else. Everything's dead or broken, so they've given up. Just the Raptor Riders need a bit of help there. Their durability is not quite there relative to our monsters. They're only little monsters. Triceratops got so easy. When you take 1 wound to a monster, so you saw I took 1 wound on the Tyrannosaur, that is effectively 0 wounds, because you've healed 1 for free anyway. So if you can get out of a battle with only taking 1, you've gotten out of it scot-free. The Tyrannosaur levels, Jaguar aspect to give him move speed and move through terrain. That's pretty good. So it obviously doesn't scream, like it's not damage output or any stats, but in terms of versatility and being where you need to be when you need to be, it's an actually extremely good upgrade. Wounds are nice, you go from 67, and replenishment is, I mean, realistically, unless you're getting your teeth kicked in, then you shouldn't be needing it. So I'm definitely going to go Jaguar aspect. The Raptor Riders level can also get their own Raptor aspect, so they can kill big things really effectively. Probably not what I'm going to be using them for. I'd rather they be a bit tougher. I'm losing. They've got defense 5, so they're usually saving on anything but a 1 or a 2. So if I give them the ability to reroll 1s, then I think that combined with Salamander aspect will actually give them enough durability to not constantly be sustaining casualties. Triceratops leveled. Could also get Salamander. Less useful for you. I think I'd rather the skill, because you're really struggling to hit things. So yeah, just land hits more accurately. Again, you're healthy enough. I want all the raptors because they're kind of weak. That's gold. Do I need more Saurus Warriors? Probably not. 9 is okay. Well, you can get just 1, so I can get up to size, and I can take gold forever after that. Yeah, come on then. 12 is a good size because then they'll be exactly... Yeah, it's their max damage output. You fight in 2 ranks maximum, and they can go 6 across. So 6, 6, that's as much as I can do. Good compromise. Now here. I can go up this way. I can take 1 fight, 1 random event, and a rest. Or so the heal is comparable, the fight is comparable, but I get an elite, which is a harder battle for more gold. I think I'm going to go down this way. So I go up to full strength with everyone. I don't get any cash for this, but I still get XP for it, which is nice. Everyone's up to full strength, and I'll take XP as much as I can. And the Saurian Warlord, as I said, he gets his extra attacks. I could go Recruiter. Recruiter is usually an auto take, because giving with SOVL, units are massively rewarded for having experience points. So when you start leveling up, the upgrades are immense, like force multipliers. So when you buy units and they come out at level 0, they're kind of, well, that's a bit pants. So if you take that, you can get them on spawn. For his damage output, the attack will be nice, but between him and the Tyrannosaur, realistically, they're going to kill everything they come across for now anyway. If I throw them into something big like a monster or cavalry, his double wounds are going to be more than good enough. So I'm going to take Recruiter. There you go, Chakax. He normally leads a unit at Temple Guard. It's perfectly reasonable. And the Warriors leveled. Gold, Serpent, or Replenishment. They are power 4, 5, 6 on the charge, so forcing enemies to reroll 6s to save would probably be worth it. They can do some very nice damage. I'll do. Okay, we're going to go with our... So they go up to full size. I can't actually stretch them out any further, so we just got 2 ablative wounds back there, but fair enough. And I did think of a name here. I'm really giving away what the entry theme song was. If anyone can pick up who that is, then you'll know that's an L, not a 1. I don't know why software makes it look like that, but there you go. Chakax riding Big Al. I've combined my 2 dinosaur love children. Now I need one of them to be Jurassic Park themed, so we go first. Again, I'll stick the monsters on the side. I guess now you'll be on the side, you'll be on kind of in between. You go up that flank, there you go, just spread out a bit. Okay, the unit trolls is a bit annoying. I might, if I'm lucky, be able to flank them with the Tyrannosaur, because they're faster than these, so maybe I can squeeze in there. They're going to come forward. I can't really stop them. I could absolutely slaughter them with these because they have Raptor aspect. I'll probably kill all of them in one turn. They'll do a bit of damage to us. I think that's okay. So, shall I stall with... They're going to come forward, but not far enough to catch me, so I'm going to stall with this unit. They move the most annoying one. I'd rather they moved either of those two, so I'm now going to have to start guessing. What I could do to be cheeky is I could use the flee mechanic. I've overpowered everything I've come across. I haven't bothered using it yet, but I can just flee from enemies to put them in a bad position and then get an easy kill. So how would I do that? I could flee with... I can't really afford to flee with either of these. What I'd love to do is send this into the side of the brutes, and then you could instead go kill that, but I don't think I have that discretion. No, I'm not going to be, so I'm going to have to take what I get. I don't want you to fight those. They're kind of comparable elite infantry. They're actually a bit better than you. With my banners, I'd win, but it's close. Let's just have you kind of come up here. Depends who charges who, I guess. Oh, that'll do. What's your range like? You can start shooting at them. A couple hits and they get, what, 3 up saves because they're tough. But I did kill them and shooting, quite impressive. So if you took the Raptor aspect on this, it would be really cool because it also applies to the short bows. The short bows are poisoned and do amazing damage output. They're just great in all regards. So you're going to get charged. That's... Oh, I guess I could show off the flee mechanic here. Would that take me off the field? Maybe. Maybe. I'll have to be careful there. But if I do flee, I'll get you over here because I can show off how that works by doing this. They come forward. Well, I can easily kill you now. Go eat troll. That's you dead. So I can flee here, get them into a bat. They'll come forward and I can easily flank them with the warriors. They might be a nuisance, but I think I can outposition them. So let's try. I think he'll stay on the field. I move forward far enough. That's free troll. Nice and fatty trolls. You get some good meat off of them. Now he's too blasted fast. He went straight off. Okay. Well, they come. They've moved into a terrible position where I can just ignore them. The problem is you. Do I want to use this now? Power 5, 6. It doesn't actually matter, so no. Okay, they're going to move that way. Because they moved first, I think I can now get you into a position to be out of their way and still see charge and kill the pigs here. It's going to be close. I need to position very carefully. If I kind of came further this way, it would be easier to twist and not be caught. There you go. Okay, so I'm outside of that range. I'm pushing it. Let's just go a bit further forward to be safe. 2.1. Okay, I can definitely see them. Definitely in the side arc. I definitely can't be caught there. Good, so that's the All Riders eliminated. And you're going to kill that in one turn, so I need to have you... I'd rather actually have you come around here to deal with those. There you go, so I can actually get into a position to charge them immediately. Just outside of range, and I am able to see them. Show what you can do. Good hits, and then power 6, 5s. There you go, just did 4 wounds. They have 3 each. And then the Tyrannosaur munches another 4, so they've done 8 wounds between them. Take 1 back. They have great stats, trolls, but otherwise, once you break their morale, it heals to full because they have regeneration, so the 1 wound troll becomes a 3 wound troll. Kill that. Do I send... I can't actually reach, apparently. That doesn't count as a charge, despite the fact it's clearly in them. Ah, well. Go after those. I'm not too fast. Use your curse standard now. Kill those in a turn. Interesting. I would have assumed they would have come after you. Well, in that case, what I can do is I can wait. They'll kill those in a turn. So I'm going to stall. I'm going to move you out the way and then wait to see if that rallies. If it continues running fine, I can put the Tyrannosaur into one of these. If it doesn't, then I'll just commit to killing it that way. So let's get you out the way first. If it doesn't, the troll's going to leg it. Then you can come this way. I guess you could go into either the back of that unit or wait to get a better charge on the scarier units. Do you need help here? 4, 5 on the charge, 6 because of the Fury. No, going from 6 to 7 doesn't matter because it moves us from 1 to 2 more. So the save is the same. 2 attacks each because I have the curse stand in the front rank, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and then 1 from the supporting guys, so 12 plus 6 is 18. 9 hits, perfectly average, and then 5s, but they have to reroll 6s, so they take, and they all do double wounds, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There you go, they're all very dead. Overkill them. Could do that now. Could you break? Is that a thing you're really suited to breaking? I don't want you stuck in the combat. I think you've got enough attacks. Ideally, I would prefer they go into their back, and then you can go kill that. This has got the War Chief in it, so if I had to fight something with this, it wants to be that one, because they're quite irritating that the War Chief will always get to fight you no matter where you charge them. But if I put my Saurian into it, his attacks they enter a duel, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, that's kind of irrelevant as moves go. Well, if I win, they'll break and then I can recharge there, and then you can charge them on the side. You double hit this unit, and they use War Cry from the War Chief, exactly the same ability as mine. Orcs and reptiles apparently, brothers from another mother. So 6, their defense 5, I'm power 5, 6 on the charge, 7 with the great weapon. So it doesn't help in the duel, but I think it would help Big Al, because he goes from 6, 7 on the charge, 8, which is 3 or more than there. So I'm going to help Al here by making him power 8 to make him more effective at killing brutes. There we go. 2 hits, and I do 4 wounds instantly, killing the chief. Hits me back twice, dealing 1 wound. I've got 2 to spare. So I've won the duel. The overkill actually counts for resolution, which is really good. So yeah, you get 9. So you can farm points off of the War Chief there. They broke already, so I'll put you into the back and you into the side. That's an easy win. And if they rally, you can swing around and hit them in the back as well. Nope. Had enough. So I don't know which way they're going to go, so I'm just going to skip because they can go up or down. Going down. Okay, now I know how to chase them. Jackets goes again. There's another one. Another bunch there. The only risk is I take 1 wound, but I have Salamander Aspect, so I'm fine. Wow, just Big Al's had enough. He's just killing everything. Levels, but we get our wound back, and so that's good enough to be full strength. So we still have our 12 guys plus 1 ablative Temple Guard. Gold, 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 gold. Which is well timed because I think we're just about to go into an armory where we can pick up. So the biggest monster there is the fire lizard. I mean, we've already got raptor riders, so I'll go with the variety. Fire breather there is they're cheaper, so I guess they would be the best cost-effective option. But I like the fire lizard, and we have an immediate level because of recruiter, so immediately it becomes more combat viable. So veteran crew reroll 1s, or sorry, veteran actually runs, or veteran crew +1 bonus hit for ranged attacks. So the way he works is a bit special. Fire breath is you roll 2 dice, and the dice will have a results of 1, 2, or 3, and that's the number of shots you get. So it'll be 2 plus 3 or 1 plus 2 and things like that. So you can either reroll the 1s when you do those 2 dice, or get an extra hit every time. I think the extra hit is just better on average, so I'm just going to go with that one. And again, a bit left over to buy some upgrades. Could help the Raptor Riders out. Could help the Saurian Warlord out. I'm 2 gold off of getting both of those. This is tragic. So yeah, the good ones all cost 50. So reroll missed attacks or more reroll enemy reroll saves. I think reroll missed attacks is more important for him because he has a low number of attacks, so I need to hit more consistently. Whereas reroll saves is his power is high, so the saves are quite low. I mean, I'd like both. And then down here, probably the curse standard to up their attacks is the best choice. So that one, oh, I can't. Okay, so it's, yeah, I forgot about that. So it's got to be swiftness on the warriors to get them into combat more effectively. But there's some great upgrades I can buy if I just had a bit more gold. So let's try and generate a bit more cash if I can. Goblins first, not an issue. So again, you can't really fit into that flank very well, so I'll put you there. You fit easier. You can do that one, if you're more comfortable. One of you have Jaguar Aspect, great, you can ignore the terrain and fly through that. And I'll put you 2 in the center to kind of you can kite and shoot things and hold position while this smashes into stuff. So, okay, it's all goblins. That's annoying. We'll have to fight them. Well, we have raptor aspect on a lot of stuff, so we can actually kill them quite effectively. That's going to be hard for me to counter given its positioning. They're going to come forward. I'd love to at least counter-charge them, so I need to wait for them to move. Guess you could just accept this battle here. I'm defense 5. They're power 3, which goes up to 4 on the charge, so I still get a 3-up save. Re-rolling 1s. They'll do almost nothing to me. I'm happy to kill those with my riders. Good, I've now seen them move, so I can put them up here and get my counter. I can even shoot them. Why not? 4s re-rolling 6s. They killed 1.5. Just decrease their damage output. Right here, I could probably just have Saurus Warriors kill through that instantly. The problem is, what are you going to do? How far can you get? Yeah, even with 14, you can't entirely escape the ranges here. You could maybe flank that one so no one else has to bother it, but it depends on where he winds up. So let's do something else first. I'm going to use the fire lizard. I'm going to have you come forward, barbecue a couple of those wolves to decrease less of a headache. So it's double 1+1. Great opening volley. Could have decimated the unit. Instead of just go with a bit of damage. They moved first. That's good. I know what I'm doing now. Obviously you don't matter there because I can't participate, so come over here. I don't really want to do that because then I'll end up flanking my poor. Problem is, if I don't go far enough, I won't get out of their range. It all depends on who gets to charge first. If I charge first, I can lock them in combat, and then they can't flank my Tyrannosaur. If they charge first, they'll get to flank me for free, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I can easily do this, get there and flank them, but you're visible to that unit. So it depends if you want to gamble. I think they would go first, annoyingly. So I don't know if this is going to work. I mean, worst case scenario is they get locked in combat with the Tyrannosaur, who can still fight because it's the side, not the back. So we would still win. We'd take a bit of damage, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm going to have to suck it up and just risk them seeing me and hitting me. In fact, I can't do that. I need to be a bit more specific, otherwise you won't see the unit. Further forward to get into terrain. Come on, it can't be that hard. I could do this easily last turn. I mean, that's technically visible, but come on, should we do a bit better? Why am I struggling so much? This was so easy last turn. Okay, well, I can clearly see them there. I can draw a line of sight that way and then charge them on the side. That'll do. Before they come, they won't reach, so you're going to be maybe hit by that, maybe not. In that case, move up to get your charge so you can do counter damage if you can't lock them in place. If I'm lucky, the enemy will charge something else first if it is them first. They're not very smart in initiative. They did the best possible option. They locked me in place before I could do anything. Well, you got me. Well done. I'll just kill all of your wolves this turn, then in recompense, you can kite around the goblin mob and barbecue it to death. You don't get the charge, which is a shame, but you still massively overpower them. Do you want to use this now against... No, because you only need to do 4 wounds, so I'm going to save it if I get stuck with the goblin mob. Forward you come. I'm not going to fight you with raptor riders. It's not what they're designed to do. I don't have raptor aspect, so we pretty much just bounce off of the trolls. Okay, have they moved into range to see? If I'm lucky, I'll take 1 casualty to the Saurian Warriors and shrink my size so they can't see me. If not, they might be able to flank me there. That's better. Get out of the way. You're pretty fast at move 12, so I could flank them with the fire lizard to try and save that unit if I need to. Do you want to use Warcry? Power 3. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. You'll be power 6 anyway. I don't think I need it. Although, what am I saving it for? Because that's their defense. Only that unit would matter, and I'm probably going to charge it with the Tyrannosaur and kill them anyway. So, yeah, let's just make it so I absolutely win all these in one turn. Over here, bunch of hits. I just do all the wounds. I take 1 back, but I heal that for free, so I've taken nothing. And here, I suspect they'll just die. Yeah, 6 is re-rolling, so that 7 of them would die if they had 7. I lose a couple, so I can't be charged. Great. And there. He instantly kills 1. I do take a couple of wounds because not quite as tough as a Triceratops, but still good enough to win. I'm at 5 of 6 wounds, that'll do. After the heal. Charges, let's see to wait if these rally. We're going to turn. Well, now I could probably hit you in the side with this unit. I get to the back. Oh, I've got them pretty quick with Jaguar aspect. Maybe I can get to the back if I angle this. So don't waste time wheeling around, just go straight. The more straight line stuff you can do, the better your charge arcs are. But yeah, it's a rear charge. You cooking goblins. Roast, roast. Step out of the way. Eventually they'll turn maybe this way and let me rear charge them with the boys there. So I can't tell which one that was. Probably that one because it isn't blued anymore. So you fail to rally. In which case you can just come over here and get out of the way. In fact, you can go kill those if you wanted. You also failed to rally. Yeah, goblins not known for their bravery. Once you break them in combat, that's it. And I think you kept your curse down, and so I'm actually going to throw you in and absolutely destroy the goblin mob. You've got basically nothing to do. Come over here and shoot this unit. Good shot, skinks. Recharged and recharged. Yeah. They're standard now. If they miraculously hold on, they get Stegodoned in the back as a reward. Can't shoot into active combat, so nothing to do. I could put someone into the flank, but honestly I can't be bothered. This is going to end anyway. Oh, I could have maybe moved you to the flank there. I think we'll be okay. You kill. So it's 6s to save, but they're forced to reroll the 6s, so they take all 13 casualties. Yeah, once you get... Because they're power 6 on the charge of the Banner of Fury, they're really effective at killing. You do no damage. Oh dear. And because of that, they heal. Okay, so I should have absolutely massively overestimated what they could achieve there. That was a mistake. Oops. Sorry, Raptor Riders. That wolf unit rallies, okay. I'm over here. In fact, if I'm lucky, what will happen, if I can shoot this unit down enough, they'll take a couple more casualties and then rout this turn. I still have to go through that combat, so I can't avoid this. There you go, routing this turn. So now definitely over no matter what, but yeah, I lost some Raptor Riders probably here. Oh, now you do a wound. Yeah, I could have rerolled a save and saved one, but failed. And they ran away. Okay. By far, Raptor Riders can get some good upgrades, but in terms relative to the other units, they are a bit lackluster. The other ones are more impressive. That's it. So we've got all durability with them. I'm still like losing guys. Big owl leveled. Ooh. Okay. So more attacks for pure damage output is obviously great. But for aspects, reroll ones, I'm not really taking wounds. Don't worry about it. Salamander aspect. Regeneration. So he has 6 wounds. Basically, once you take Salamander aspect regeneration, you're never going to die ever again. The only reason you would lose is because you fail a morale check and run away, but he's fearless, so who cares? And I think he gets to use the leadership of Chakax on top of him, so he's actually even higher discipline fearless. So you can become immortal or do a bit more damage. I'll pick up the attacks later. I'm just going to go with immortality for now. We'll stick with our aspect approach. There you go, invincible Allosaurus. Okay, the new riders leveled. They can take their own raptor aspects, so they can be more effective at killing big things. Yeah, go on. We'll stick with the aspects, bam. And the Triceratops has its own raptor aspect. That's pretty cool, because it applies to both the shooting and melee. For general purposes, the attacks are good, but I'm going to go raptor here. I think it's really fun. You're full HP, you're full HP, you're close enough. 11 of 12 is close enough to be viable. And I think I'm going to have to take the extra one there, because you're just kind of bad. Need as much strength as you can offer. So yeah, we're close to max damage output, just missing one for the Act 1 boss. It's Marius the Undying. Me first. Okay, so again, you could probably go there because you're Jaguar aspect, you can ignore that. But you to dominate that flank, you can go there. And then you two take up the center. Same kind of strategy. Wolves, that's a shame. I was hoping for something with more wounds because you'd be more effective. They've got no shooting whatsoever, so let's just pass and have them move into me. Depending on where the wolves move, I might be able to flank them. Well, they'll just come careening forward. I'm now forced to go. Let's use the center units because there's nothing really threatening me. Can I get close enough to start roasting skeletons? Yes, I can. 5+1. You will slowly but surely make your way through that entire unit. I just move the infantry ones in the centre that aren't quite as important can move forward. Okay, so they've managed to stall enough to get the important ones held on. you can back off a touch and then, well, actually you're pretty fast. You can probably do this. Yeah, that would work to get you into the side of that unit and absolutely tear them apart with your perfectly timed raptor aspect to do some nice damage. The issue is there's nothing stopping the wolves from charging me. I can't really do anything about that, I'm afraid. Guess I can just race up here to... I'd like to, if I had the choice, come back a touch, because then I can maybe... so if they charge you, I'll get you to here so I can angle it such that if they fight you, you could still probably hit them in the side anyway. I have to be careful though, because I'm going to have to be able to draw a straight line to me. It's going to be difficult with this positioning. I think I'm better off in that case coming back and then I haven't got enough movement. If I go... Well, that works, but it doesn't allow me to see the skeleton warrior knights. So that works and lets me see them somewhat. Just. So I can definitely draw a line and maybe I can pull it. Probably not. Worth a go. You've come forward to get promptly. I mean, I can reduce your damage output immediately with the shots. So there you go. And they get 4s, rerolling 6s because of poison. Instantly killed 3. There goes most of their damage output. They're going to stay there and engage you. Couldn't stop it. I'll try and wiggle a side charge here. I doubt it. Worth a go. Because the limiting factor is I need to draw a straight line from there to me. I guess if I'm clever, what I can do is I can put my... I need to be able to see them, but if I put my facing there, it draws the line out this way. So I might be able to cheekily get away with that and pull that off. So like that. I think that would work just about. I can clearly see them. They can't see me. So yeah, let's give it a go. Rubbish infantry units we can basically ignore, don't worry about those. Who goes first? I get to go first, so I could just do this and cut them out. That doesn't mean there's no one actually killing that unit, so would you rather I do it with this, or I go into the side with that unit? Depends what they do, I suppose. Could you defeat that? Your power 5 on the charge, defense 5, they'll probably kill one of 2 of you, which is a shame. If I do that, I can ignore them, and then there's nothing, they'll do something more annoying later, so let's just kill them now. You can do that. So that one. Basically everything engaged. They'll move first, they'll get out of the way, making it easy for you to fit in. As fast they have to move. Okay, they're ignoring that, which is good. I can just kite them here. I'm not going to engage this one in melee, I'm just going to shoot it to death. Careful, the zombie unit hasn't moved yet. Safe. There's no need for you to fight the stuff head on. Our flank, we're going to win on all the flanks and bring this over to bear our strength in the middle. You want to use Warcry now? Well, does it help? They're defense 5 and power 5, 6 on the charge, so it would help Big Al do a bit more damage. Annoyingly, Al himself doesn't have the raptor aspect yet, so we'll have to pick that up later. That would be great here to kill his infantry, but I think we're fine nonetheless. No, I'm going to hold on to it because the wolves are all just going to die anyway. So we'll save it for when I have to fight these big blocks and get to them quickly. I'd say that is still a wolf left. Not a single save. Way to go. I take 1.5. I'll heal the half because I have salamander aspect. Here, take a wound. Stamp on the 2. Over there. I get to reroll hits because of True Strike, which is great. So I get 2 of them dead. I eat another 2 with you. We'll win. Oh, you rolled double 1. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame, but not really because we have salamander aspect. So we took 2 wounds, and at the end of the phase, we regenerate back up to full. This unit is never going to be free of us. They're not going to win combat because we're going to out-res them every time. So they're going to keep crumbling, and they can't hurt us. So effectively, nothing they can do. Unless the only thing it doesn't go our way is if we get a particularly bad round of rolling. And we lose a morale check and run away, but it's unlikely. Nice damage there, and get out of the way. Where are you going to go? Just hold on to that. Okay, I know where they are now. I could go into the back of the zombies. The problem is there are so many of them, I'm not going to get through 25 in a turn, which is inevitably going to result in me wasting a lot of time. They're going to turn around and start injuring me for no reason. There's ways to do this without taking any casualties. You've locked onto the Triceratops. I'm never going to let you touch it. 6 of 6, haha! 4s, rerolling 6s. Yeah, with the how to upgrade and the increased like rerolling saves and stuff, it's actually quite effective as a ranged unit. Then you can start coming around here because I'll eventually pincer this skeleton warrior unit. I could do it, I could recharge them right now, but I'll hold off for a bit. Here, all hits again, killing another, doing 6 wounds. Yeah. The Saurian Warlord with that upgrade is just obscenely powerful. Yep, 20 wounds of Skeletonites dead in 2 turns. No damage sustained in return. You could charge that, but I can get a double hit on it. Just hold off for a second. You are destined to be flamed. Do not resist. So I think with that kind of roll, yeah, they'll be gone next turn. Turn that way, which is kind of clever, but now I can put you into their back and you into the side, so that's those handled. There. Come around that way. Well, after you're done killing that one, you can start killing the zombies. You come over this way to distract the zombies so they don't hit something more important. And then you, I'd like you to get into range to, yeah, with Salamander, with our Jaguar aspect speed and terrain ignoring, that's great. You scoot and shoot as usual. Oh yeah, another 5. They're not rolling particularly well, but the damage output would be pretty good regardless. Because our hit rolls have actually been pretty good. Yeah, the benefit of being skilled 4, it helps with the shooting as well. Imagine when we eventually get Raptor. Oh, we already got Raptor aspect and Triceratops. Is just not factoring in here because they're single wound infantry, so I'm not seeing double wounds. But if that was a cavalry unit or something bigger, we'd pretty much have wiped out the whole unit by now. Just get away this way to be safe from zombies. They're after you, which is exactly what I was hoping for. They're wasting their time chasing the wrong unit. I can't possibly hope to catch. Great save there. Okay, but the Raptor aspect will be relevant when we start having to shoot into the white. He's pretty tough. Over here, get out of the way. Do you want to use it now? I'm power 6, their defense 3. Nope, I'm already maxing out my damage output into that unit. All 1s, and we reroll and get a hit. That's kind of disappointing. But if you had to roll badly, this is the turn to do it. They can't hurt you. 3 or the 6, so they do. Yeah, that's with the. Now they've gotten the upgrades. They've gone from a predominantly defensive unit to an absolute slaughterer. Temple Guard. Just imagine they have halberds like a proper Temple Guard unit. Bravest Skeleton Warriors. You can't actually like set bones. You can't melt bone, but never mind. Okay, have you reached me? No, you're out of range, so you can't even catch me with a charge there. How unfortunate. I'm very interested to see how this interaction goes. So there's 1 Skeleton Warrior left. So he has 1 wound and he has 2. I do double wounds. So let's see. He's got 3 and he's got 1. So if I do 2 wounds and they die, that means the wounds spill over. If I do 2 wounds and they live, that means he's tanked it. So let's see. I know the stats will be rolled against the unit, so it's his defense 3, which is great for me because I can do more damage. But I don't know whether or not I'm allowed to pick him off cheekily like that. No, okay, I just did 1 anyway, so we can't even test it. Yeah, now we'll start firing to the whiteboard. Save that for... Literally, what are you saving it for? I mean, it's pointless here. He's got a Skeleton Warrior left. Oh, now you go nuts and kill them all. Yeah. Very dead. Even without charging curse standard, they're pretty good. The zombies left now. And Marius himself. Coming up here and getting rid of those. So bizarrely, between these 2 units, we actually have a pretty competent shooting force. 3s, and I get to. Unfortunately, he gets a 2-up save because he's defense 6. So this is the limit of our effective shooting now. It can't really hurt him. We'd have to get you over there to fire breath him. How do we want to deal with the zombies? Well, we could probably again set up a dual charge here. I'd like for 1 unit to get into the back and 1 unit to get to the side. Can't quite get in there that turn, so next turn somebody will pull it off. Just get out of the way for a second. Oh, they're routing this turn anyway, it's over. There's no point in charging him because you just take unnecessary damage. So what would happen is we do this, they go into the back, then kill him along with the Tyrannosaur. Can I get the Flame Lizard over here to hit Marius? Yes. I'm going to, because I'm going to be cheeky and see if I can kill him this turn. I do 1 wound with you, which isn't really good enough, but he's got 2 wounds left, so I can just slip 1 through with the Triceratops. I'll get him. Roll a 1. Hey, we got him. 1 of 1 dead. There you go. Just leaves you. I guess I would charge you in as well, and then everyone would kill him. Got a full surround on that poor unit of zombies. Did we get through that with... I was about to say no damage. No, again, of course, the Raptor Riders let us down. Stop taking wounds, you cowards. Okay, you leveled up. Now you're going to take your skill, because hitting things is quite important for you. We're going to be seeing more and more skill 4 stuff as we go into the campaign. It'll get a bit tougher. And you've leveled more of them, skill or be faster. Fast is pretty cool. I think I'm faster. I usually end up fighting things head on and winning anyway, so I like the skill for a bit. It makes them more doable because they're harder to hit and they hit things more consistently. So I'll pick up the aspect later, but I like that for now. Full HP, full HP, full HP. You could take that because we're going to go into a harder kind of area now where the extra size might help. And you have to take that because you're pants without it. Ooh. I'm erring over this one. Oh yeah, let's just be full strength on it. We might as well go in with... There you go. Act 2 at our full dinosaur might. Everything we could muster. There you go. That'll be the end of this part. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. We're coming along nicely. We're coming up to that 1,000 subscriber threshold, which is nice. I'll try and orchestrate. I'll do a little special something as a thank you. If you have any notes what you'd like to see for SOVL, then in terms of like wacky runs or just particular characters or builds you would like, then please let me know. Or if you just want to chat down in the comment section, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.